This news update is brought to you by
I won for me to me.
For me?
Yes. You don't need speakers, right?
Upgrade to win every week with Lime. Sign up for Lime TV or broadband or purchase an iPhone 6 or Samsung Note 4. Upgrade Christmas with Lime.
It's Friday, December the 12th, 2014, and this is the Barbados Today Morning News Update. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. Moves by Barbados to end its exports of bulk sugar to the United Kingdom are being met with resistance from one of the world's most powerful sugar and multinational agribusinesses. Officials of Tate and Lyle Sugars, TLS, have been seeking to get the Ministry of Agriculture to rescind its decision to stop supplying the commodity to TLS, which is the only sugarcane refinery in the UK, providing 850 jobs at its Thames refinery in central London. However, Minister of Agriculture Dr. David Estwick has been insisting that it made no sense for the island to persist with its sale of bulk sugar to the EU at a massive loss. He has further suggested that the only scenario in which bulk sugar production makes financial sense is at the domestic and regional levels, where Barbados could take advantage of the CARICOM single market and economy rules of origin with respect to importation of sugar within CARICOM. However, this position is not sitting well with the UK's sole sugar refinery, which, according to Barbados Today investigations, has now enlisted the support of the British High Commission in Bridgetown on the matter. Please read the details of our big story in our e-paper. Time to stop talking. That's what Chairman of the West Indies Rum and Spirits Producers, Inc., Dr. Frank Ward, is telling Barbados and other regional governments as the rum dispute with the United States drags on. Dr. Ward says that subsidized rum from the U.S., Virgin Islands, and Puerto Rico was flooding the market and threatens rum-producing companies. He says leaders need to have the political will to negotiate a deal to end the problem.
From my perspective, action needs to be taken in a very short space of time, because certainly some of our companies are really feeling the effects and they are cutting back on production. That does not bode well for the company or for the wider economy at large, because remember, the rum industry is by and large export driven. It is a significant earner of foreign exchange. If you cut back on production, you cut back on exports, then you will cut back on the availability of foreign exchange.
So to what extent are the companies in Barbados cut back?
That I don't know. But I do know that based on figures that I've seen, that exports of rum from Barbados have been declining because it just cannot compete with what's happening on the global scale.
Dr. Ward was speaking at the Caribbean Rum Producers Meeting, which was held this week at Arca Beach Hotel. He says authorities need to make the issue a priority.
I had a meeting with the Barbados Ministry of Foreign Affairs not too long ago to basically exhort them to revisit the situation. It is not a very simple situation because, first of all, the rum industry is just one industry. From a government level, you've got to take into account a number of possibly conflicting situations. So I am looking at it purely from the perspective of the industry. I appreciate that governments may have other imperatives, but nonetheless, I do believe that given the importance of our industry, that steps must be taken.
A major lighting initiative is underway in Bridgetown and its historic Garrison area in a crackdown on crime in the city. Under the plan, LED lights would be installed on private buildings within the UNESCO World Heritage Site. Streets such as Jubilee Gardens, High Street, Tudor Street, Roebuck Street, Wharf Road, Broad Street, Hinks Street, and Cavens Lane are also being lit. The Barbados Chamber of Commerce and Industry, which announced the initiative, said the private project aims to protect the estimated 1,400 businesses and 7,000 employees. It says it would also have a positive economic impact on the retail, food and beverage, entertainment and cultural subsectors after regular business hours. Tablets will soon become a common tool in secondary school classrooms around the island. Education Minister Ronald Jones says his ministry is attempting to replace the current textbook loan scheme with the new technology over the next 2 to 3 years. He believes such a move will benefit students and result in major savings.
You will find that the constant use of books and then their replacement has a significant cost, particularly at the level of the secondary schools where there is the book scheme, the influential book scheme. But with the presence of tablets and books digitized to work with the tablets, either 7-inch or 9-inch or 10-inch, whatever the sizes are. So over the next few years, we'll be actually migrating in our secondary schools, utilizing tablets. There's some work we have to do. I've already told the principals of public secondary schools that those who have the wherewithal now don't have to wait to everybody else, but they can start their migration process.
Minister Jones was speaking as he received geometry sets for the island's secondary schools from Infra Equipment Rentals, which is embarking on a new campaign aimed at working with schools and the charities. Columbus Communications Barbados says it has no plans to start work on its new Orange Mall headquarters despite cable and wireless acquisition of the company. In fact, Managing Director Niall Sheehy tells Barbados Today they're trying to speed up construction to move into the Warren's St. Michael facility early in the new year.
I'd very much like to be in there by the beginning of next year. That's full steam ahead. As I said, it's absolutely full steam ahead for now. And I'm still, it's still Columbus Telecommunications Barbados. We're still looking at getting the Flow brand out there. Tomorrow I've got a meeting with our Columbus Business Solution customers. So we're very much full steam ahead. Orange Mall is opening. We're still constructing, building out. In fact, we're accelerating our construction.
When is it due to open?
We're hoping to have it probably by February.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Get your sun power.
We're back with news from the region now. A fire aboard a cruise ship off St. Lucia leaves 3 people dead and 1 hospitalized. Port authorities say the dead were crew members who sustained severe burns. The fire, which occurred at the Castries port, began in the engine room of the Insignia cruise vessel. 600 passengers were evacuated along with its 400 crew members. The ship will remain in port until repairs are complete. And finally, on the international scene, the CIA's Director John Brennan comes out in full defense of his agency's interrogation tactics post 9/11. Responding to a scathing Senate report, Brennan admitted that some techniques were harsh and abhorrent, but he maintains that his officers did a lot of things right at the time when there were no easy answers.
I think there is, as I said in my remarks, there is no way to know whether or not some information that was obtained from an individual who had been subjected at some point during his confinement could have been obtained through other means. It's an unknowable fact. So I think what the agency's point has been consistently, and what certainly my view is after having reviewed the documents, is that there was useful intelligence, very useful, valuable intelligence that was obtained from individuals who had been at some point subjected to EITs. Whether that could have been obtained without the use of those EITs is something, again, that is unknowable.
And that's our Barbados Today morning news update. We'll be back again this afternoon. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper and email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screen play at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also tune in to Channel 101 on Lime TV to get all the latest news and sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.
This news update is brought to you by...
You got an upgrade for Christmas.
If you're feeling lucky, you could win some money.
Upgrade for Christmas.
$200,000 in cash and prizes. With Lime, you could win some money. It's Lime's Christmas Lottery. 250 winners this Christmas, oh yeah.
Sign up or upgrade to super fast broadband, Lime TV, e-billing, a data plan. Top up $15. Purchase a handset or text 4263 to enter.
Upgrade for Christmas.